Today, I'm on daddy duties. I'm here a bit early to pick up my youngest son from school, and honestly, what better way to kill some time than running a few raid boss fights? I'm going to try something I haven't done before, using both the Thunderbolt MG and the Seabeast Shotgun in a raid boss run. I usually stick to just the shotgun, but since the game lets me carry two weapons, I figured, why not take advantage of that? Each gun can serve a specific purpose, which should make the run more efficient and hopefully push the overall damage output higher. Let's go and experiment. The challenge with using the shotgun to take out weak spots is its limited magazine size and slow reload time. As you can see here, the MG has a massive magazine of over 100 rounds, allowing for continuous fire and making it much easier to destroy weak spots efficiently and back-to-back. Once the boss is down, I switch to the shotgun and fully unload my usual maximum of 4 reload cycles straight into the boss's head. I've tried going full MG, AR, and SR on a knockdown boss before, and the final damage was never as high as when I used the shotgun. That clearly tells me the shotgun is the best damage dealer in raid boss runs. Let me know in the comments if you agree or if you've experienced otherwise. So the goal here is simple. Take out the weak spots with the MG as quickly as possible by taking advantage of its continuous fire, then deal massive damage with the shotgun once the boss goes down. Basically, rinse and repeat, and improvise as the weak spots and mobs get tankier. It might not be obvious here, but the Thunderbolt skill just triggered, killing that one brute. It's really effective for crowd control. It summons a Thunderbolt, living up to the MG's name, pierces through up to 7 zombies, then explodes, usually dealing fatal damage to the less tanky ones. Let's see it in action later when there are more zombies on screen. There, none of the summoned zombies even got a chance to appear on screen. They were completely wiped out by the explosion, giving us a multi-kill. Well, except for this one, which is probably zombie number 8, or was out of the skill's range. The great thing about the skill triggering during the zombie summon phase is that I don't need to shift my focus to individual zombies. I can keep shooting the weak spots, wait for the skill to proc, and let the explosion do the work. Again, those 2 brutes got smoked instantly. All I have to do is wait for the boss to lower his defense. We'll see later, once the difficulty scales up, if the skill can still handle mobs on its own. At this stage, the mobs get completely obliterated, leaving only a handful that are easy to clean up. And with the Seabeast Shotgun skill, also excellent for crowd control, it's still relatively easy at this point. This MG is just brutal right now. The rapid fire massively increases the skill proc chance, so the explosion frequency goes through the roof. So far, this MG absolutely destroys regular zombies where they stand. Or, in this case, it doesn't even give them a chance to climb up from the ledge. Pretty impressive. Even the mid-phase brutes are no match for the Thunderbolt's explosions. It's incredibly satisfying watching those consecutive blasts as the zombies drop like dominoes. This one just got launched by the explosion. Alright, the weak spots are noticeably tankier now, but the brutes themselves are still easy to deal with. And honestly, these explosions are just visually satisfying. I'm having a bit of trouble breaking the arms. Ooh, that was close. Oh no, it's the final slam. If I had taken that brute down a little faster, I could have squeezed in one last bit of damage before the run ended. Still, 11 million damage is fairly decent compared to my past runs. Alright, we already tried a run with 2 weapons. Now I'm switching back to my old school setup with just the Seabeast Shotgun, so we can see which one actually performs better by the end of the run. If you watched my previous raid boss video, you already saw me do a full run using only the Seabeast Shotgun. If you haven't seen it yet, I've linked it in the description. Definitely check it out. For this run though, I'm going to speed things up to save time. Alright, I'm back. I had to pause the game because my son suddenly got off from school while I was playing, and we needed to drive home. Let's get back into it. Hey, I managed to move away just in time. That must have been a glitch. I'll admit, I got a bit disoriented after the pause and completely forgot which phase I was on. But even so, I still managed to hit 15 million damage, which is on the high end of my usual raid boss runs. By the way, I decided to jump into the current Lunar New Year event. I'm sitting at 5th place right now, and at the top, no surprise, it's a familiar rival, Stinking Zebra. Alright, I wasn't satisfied with the last run because of that pause. Let's go for another one. Hey, still 15 million. So it's safe to say that the old school method works best for me in the raid boss. That said, I'll still experiment with mixing in the Thunderbolt MG in future runs to get a clearer idea of which setup really comes out on top. With 8 days left in the event, I'm still hanging in there at 5th. I'm gonna grind this out to secure my chosen weapon, the Demon Gaze SR, especially since my current SR, the Spider, is starting to feel a bit overpowered now that stages are getting tougher. Look at how satisfying it is to rack up event points like this. After a day of grinding, let's check our progress. We've moved up to 2nd. Alright, food donation event quest completed, and we've finally reached the last milestone reward, the event avatar, a metallic horse with purple accents. I'm guessing this ties into this year being the year of the horse in the Chinese zodiac. With a little over 16 hours left, we're leading by about 15k event points over our familiar rival, Stinking Zebra. The event has ended, and with these rewards, it's confirmed. We placed 1st in the Lunar New Year event, earning the Demon Gaze SR. We also took 1st in PvP, which gave us gold attachments and the 1st place versus medal. I'm excited to test this SR and see how it performs. Time to complete the look by equipping the event 1st place avatar frame. That's 2 1st place cups under our belt. Another solid 0 to hero moment. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and share it with someone who loves Zombie Hunter offline games. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. I'll be putting out more gaming videos soon. This is Level 0 Dad, where today, Zero became a hero. See you next time.